the state of North Carolina. It's the Appalachian State Mountaineers and the NC State Wolfpack. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
So much good football in the Triangle, but one of the best stadiums in that area is Carter Finley Stadium. NC State gets it rocking. The red and black, 50,000 plus. This is one of the most fun places to watch a game in North Carolina. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. NC State with the kickoff team on the field and just about ready to start. He'll start the return inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. So the App State Mountaineers offense makes its way onto the field to open this game. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air because they know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority number 1.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Running inside, it's Roberts. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. That is the freshman defensive end that they're very excited about. They're hoping that he's able to return to the game shortly. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting him know it's going to be a long day. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The Mountaineers are rolling down the field. Grabbed in the backfield, it's James. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Singleton. Hauls it in. There he goes. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. And the Mountaineers, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Roberts. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
Under fire. It's complete to the left.
Really nice job on that play. Quarterback and receiver being on the same page. Quarterback not telegraphing the throw, and the receiver does a nice job finding the soft spot in the defense, just settling down and giving his quarterback a nice target to throw to.
That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. The Mountaineers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Get the completion, and now you set up a manageable 3rd down situation in the red zone. This is a huge down in distance in this game.
On 3rd and short, the power run here. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on 4th down. Oh, they're after him. Gets drilled as he releases it, and the ball just trickles to the ground. So NC State's offense will now get its first chance with the football. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
From their own 18-yard line, it's first down. Looking downfield, it's Bailey. Spits it out to the back. That's caught. It's Scott. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. New set of downs after the completion. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early this football.
Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be first down. NC State might want to keep slinging it after that last big play. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Snow. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. And with that last grab coming up just short of the sticks, plenty of options here on second and short. Wide open downfield. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Wolfpack.
And that's what I think makes this tight end so dynamic. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. There's so many tight ends out there that are just possession guys. They usually go down right after they catch the ball. This guy has the ability to, with his speed, to make people miss, and he showed it to you right there on that touchdown catch.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. We've reached the end of the quarter, and NC State has the edge. Let's take a peek at the numbers so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Mountaineers offense to take the field and open this possession. You could probably question the decision to pass on a field goal last time, and they came up empty on that previous drive, Jesse.
I just think in this offense, it's going to come down to critical down and distances, right? Down in the red zone, 3rd down, 4th down. I like them being aggressive. They just got to do a better job executing.
Yeah, and they kind of know what the defense gave them last time. So let's be more aggressive and take advantage of that defense on this drive.
Here's the pressure. Blasted as he lets it go. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The run inside. It's Lewis. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to throw, it's Singleton. Grabbed in the middle, it's Roberts. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. And the Mountaineers have it with a 1st and 10. Using his legs, it's Webb. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Lost one on that last one, it's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. That's caught. It's James. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. The Wolfpack faithful screaming at the top of their lungs, desperate for a 3rd down stop. get it out on the screen. He's brought down at the 44-yard line, and the defense making a play on third down. The Mountaineers will punt this one away. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. North Carolina State has it back on the offense, headed to the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Running inside, it's Scott. Finding some room. Brought down at the 45 after a 15-yard pickup. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Off the play fake. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. On the ground with the counter.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow.
Makes the grab in their space. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. The Wolfpack now operating in the red zone. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Off the play fake on first down. To throw. Punts it out of the air. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. NC State with a lot of ground to cover after losing yardage on the last play. Looking downfield, it's Bailey. Finds his big tight end. And how easy was that for this offense? Tight end just wide open on the outside.
And Reese, one thing, I know this defense is concerned with all the speed offensively they've got at the wideout position, but you can't forget about the tight end. There's no way that guy should be that wide open on the perimeter of the field.
Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. They'll play it safe and try for 3. From the left hash, he'll try to bend in a 37-yarder. He splits the uprights, and they'll push that lead out a little further.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Appalachian State comes out onto the field to get the drive started. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum. Cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the third quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Back open in the middle. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. Now, the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And the Mountaineers have it with a 1st and 10. On the option. Quick toss. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that round.
You know, this tight end's a weapon in the passing game. He runs good routes, normally has good hands, but didn't have them there.
Looking to throw at Singleton. Unloads to the wideout. Another incompletion on third down. The Mountaineers will punt it away on fourth down. He's going to have to strike this ball well in the face of this howling wind. No fair catches here, looking for room. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. This late in the half, here's the question: how aggressive will the play calling be? Looking to throw on first down. Pressure coming. Takes a hit as he fires. Can hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down.
That is just great total defense on that play. First off, you get pressure and you get to hit the quarterback, but two, you've got the intended target double covered. There was no way the offense was coming up with a completion on that play.
Gonna run it. It's Scott. Nice move there. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Looking downfield on first down. He hurls one deep down the left side. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, hard to believe we're a full month into the season. A lot of action in college football here in Week 4. First up, a look at Michigan, taking on the number 10 team, the Iowa Hawkeyes. And it's the Wolverines who are rewarded for feeding their star. For some reason, he plays better at home, and this team plays better at home, as they did today. And it brings them to a sparkling 4-0 on the year. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back to your game inside Carter Finley Stadium. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas in Carter Finley Stadium.
All right, Kevin about ready to get things cranked back up here. And the Mountaineers will boot it away to start the second half. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Wolfpack offense comes out ready to start this drive. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
They'll try to put it in drive this time on second down from the 22. Back to throw, it's Bailey. He's got an open man. Breaks into the open. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. The Wolfpack might just keep spinning it after that last one. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Scott. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains. NC State with the 1st and 10 here. They'll give it to him again. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to fire. Slings it downfield. Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the first down. NC State needs to take advantage of this red zone trip. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. The play action fake. Finds his big tight end. Touchdown, Wolfpack! A great catch and run for 6. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
And this offense doing a really nice job, man. They're understanding who they are. And Jesse, do you find guys, man, on the outside that you know where they're going to be, you know they're going to make plays, and you just continue to feed them?
Yeah, no question, especially in a situation like this, David. When the game's on the line, you got to go to your best players. And quarterbacks, they keep track of what's happening during the game. Who's winning? Who's getting separation on the outside? Who do I feel comfortable throwing to in tight coverage? This is the guy. That's now his second touchdown catch in the game, and I don't think that's going to be the last time we see him touch the ball.
On the move from inside his 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. The Mountaineers offense coming onto the field. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on the board.
Trying to beat the D deep. Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives them the ball in prime field position at the 40. They'll operate out of split backs. The run inside. It's Scott. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That's the sophomore running back there taking a look at, and Holly Rowe will let us know what's going on the sideline. So now it's second and long. Dropping back, it's Bailey. Quickly to the tight end. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28. Now on the move at the 28-yard line on first down. D looks as if they're about to bring the heat. Wants to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Jackson. Oh, he's got some space. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. NC State will line up with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. It's second and goal. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater. They keep nudging it closer, but now it's third and goal from the 1. Trying to barge their way in. Touchdown, NC State! And the punishment has been extended.
And remember back, guys, the defense gives them the short field, and the offense takes care of business. And now building this lead and really putting pressure on the other side. The offense on the other side is going to have to get pass happy. So dial up that nickel, dial up that dime, get that pass defense ready.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. Fires to the wideout. Another incompletion on third down. The Mountaineers will call on their punt team. Not a lot of room to field this one. They stop him immediately, flying down the field and get to him before he can even get started. Working the sidelines, Holly Rowe. What do you have, Holly?
Here on the NC State sideline, their tight end has been a brilliant target here today. Over 100 yards receiving already in this game, and I expect them to keep him in and keep going to this big target. As you know, the tight ends never get the glory, and this guy is on fire today. Let's see if they continue to feed him the rock. Back to you guys.
Holly, thank you. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Rides the option, he keeps it. And he'll be hit immediately, no gain on the play.
Yeah, and a great job by the defense, holding the line of scrimmage, playing downhill, playing responsibility football, making sure they shut down that option play.
Pulls and fires complete to the right. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. Bringing the heat. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down. North Carolina State defining efficiency on this drive. Running inside, it's Gauze. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down. They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he was able to work his way for just a few, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll run the option. Pulls it on the option. Could be an alley. Got enough space. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolfpack. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. So this offense has done nothing. Nope. Turning it on. They finally get to him, and what a play there to pick up the 1st down. That's the way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the 2nd play of the drive from the 36. Might as well give it to him again. Powers through the defender. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. That appears to be their junior starting wide receiver, someone they obviously do not want to lose. Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on his situation. He'll throw it, and he fires over the middle. It's incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot.
They're going to go from their own side to the line quickly. A big play here. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Escapes the pressure to his right. It's incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
Fights off a defender.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time, and they're able to make a quick stop.
Nice job to keep it himself, find the first down marker, and move the change for this offense. Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. Direct snap. They're there to stop him at the 21 after a pickup of 2. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking for a man. It's Bailey. It's complete on the right side. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Touchdown, North Carolina State! Into the end zone for 6. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Lewis. They believe in that running game. Got 6 before he stopped at the 23.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Quick release by the QB. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. It'll be 3rd and long. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And the Mountaineers will try to pin them back with the punt.
And unfortunately, man, another incompletion. This offense is just running out of time. Like, they've just not put it together, trailing. I know they're in passing situations. With this defense, they don't have to be aggressive. They can sit back. Offensively, you got to put the gas to the floor. You got to make something happen fast.
To the air on 1st down. With the catch, it's Dozier. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to throw, it's Bailey. Here comes the heat. A strike downfield. Got a lot of room to the right. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
With that last touchdown, it looks like they're going to start this season 4-0, and you've got to be impressed with what you've seen so far from this team. We knew coming in on paper this team had a chance this season, but until the lights go on, until you actually go out and do it for real, you can't believe just how good they are. But they've shown now, starting 4-0 on the year, this is a team that's going to contend for a national championship.
And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Here comes the Mountaineers offense to take the field and open this possession. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
I would not want to be the offensive coordinator right now. This offense has a hard time completing the forward pass and making plays. And now you're down, and they know to rush the passer. They know the pass is coming. I'm not sure what the answer is because this offense is just struggling in the passing game.
They'll run play action. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. The Mountaineers line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Hand goes into the air for the fair catch, and the catch is made around the 40. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. Pulls it on the option. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Now on second down. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Might have a chance. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the option. He'll toss it. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8.